kind of like Scott just said. We are selfish for being vocal. Scott, we are vocal because we are our children's biggest advocates. Okay? Choose your own path, Scott. Choose your own path. That was very rude of you to say parents are selfish. You say
Margaret's next. Thank you. Your time's up. Fuck you.
Wait, what was that?
Fuck you.
You didn't just say what I thought you said, did you?
Fuck you.
You did! You, the school board president, actually told a parent, F you. In this video, we're going to take a look at the fallout from that school board meeting. We're going to find out she actually did it again. It gets even worse. She did it again. And stick with me to the very end of this video when I'll reveal what's really behind these explosive school board meetings. And we're also going to see Senator Josh Hawley crush our babbling attorney general on behalf of parents all across the country. You are not going to want to miss this. Greetings, everyone. Dr. Stevie with you. Great to be with you as always. Before we dive into this cringeworthy embarrassment, as you probably heard, I announced yesterday I'm headed to Phoenix, Arizona on the American Freedom Tour with Donald Trump Jr. Thank you all so much for your messages of encouragement. I'm so excited to see so many of you there. But did you know there are so many other ways to get involved with our movement right now? I know many of you can't make it to Phoenix, but you can still join our movement virtually on November 12th and 13th for our Patriot Live event as we fight for freedom by taking back our patriotic legacies without losing our beliefs, values, and God-given rights. Click on the link in the description below for more information about our virtual Patriot Live event. And just for you, you're going to get 50% off tickets if you sign up before tomorrow night at midnight. So don't wait. Click on that link below. Find out more about this amazing virtual conference and take advantage of our half-off special, which expires at midnight tomorrow night. And get ready for a life-changing weekend like never before. All right, gang, let's dive right in here. Well, we've always known what the political class thinks of us, haven't we? We've always known the disdain, the contempt, the scorn and derision that the permanent political class has for the odious masses that think their opinion counts for something, that their ignorant and superstitious and uneducated beliefs have any contribution whatsoever to how we're going to be ruled. But boy, oh boy, did the good people of Los Alamitos United School District get an earful of it. As you know, all across the country, parents are rising up and taking back control of the curriculum that's being taught in our schools, which of course is their right as the taxpaying citizens of those schools. But one group of parents were told precisely what so many of these school boards apparently think of that attempt to wrestle away control of the schools from them. Just the other day, speaking before the Los Alamitos School Board, a mother by the name of Lauren Rapulli addressed her concerns about a mask mandate in what's being described as a very fiery and passionate speech that directly names some on the board. As you heard, she declared that we are vocal because we are our children's biggest advocates and that we are not going to stop fighting this. So, as you heard, while the meeting's attendees all broke out in applause to that speech, the school board's president, a woman by the name of Marlis Davidson, she had, well, shall we say, a different reaction that was picked up on a hot mic.
That was very rude of you to say parents are selfish. You say
Margaret's next. Thank you. Your time's up. Fuck you.
It just never gets old. Now, as far as I understand it, that wasn't heard by the audience, by the parents there. It was picked up on a hot mic for the live stream on YouTube. So this Marlis Davidson got a very rude awakening when that meeting was over. But it gets even worse. I kid you not, she did it again. She disparaged another parent. Check this out.
Claire C., followed by Leah R. Oh, God, here we go.
Okay, Claire C. Claire Chu, actually.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, God, here we go. Oh, God, here we go.
I mean, you cannot pay enough money for this. Oh, God, here we go. And she totally butchered the Asian lady's name to boot. Yeah, who cares about your name? F you. F you too. F all of you. So I'm sorry. I'm just savoring the cringeworthiness of all this all. All right. So speaking of cringeworthy, she had to apologize. She obviously had to issue an apology. Yeah, I guess that's what you gotta do when you're the president of a school board and you just openly told all the parents of your school district to F off. I guess you're gonna have to issue an apology. Here's what she said, quote, "When members of the public address the Board of Education, they must be heard with respect. I reaffirm my commitment to serve our community with dignity and integrity, and I hope they will accept my sincere apology. And if not, then F you." No, she didn't say the last part. Or at least we think she did. There wasn't a mic on her at the time, so we don't know. Anyway, oh gosh, I'm going to get it together. Needless to say, the calls for her to resign are swelling up as we speak, and they're just going to grow and grow until she does. And you know, it's not just her. Other members of the Los Alamitos school district are in the process of getting recalled as well. And those recall efforts are actually part of a massive wave of school board recalls going on all across the country. The numbers are totally unprecedented. According to a report by Axios, at least 51 local recall efforts have been initiated through the country to oust pro-CRT school boards, which are targeting at least 130 elected members to these school boards. According to Ballotpedia, those 51 recall efforts are actually double the annual average of recalls. We only see about 25 per year, and already there's double that. By the year's end, they're estimating it could be a 200%, 300% increase in recall efforts throughout the country. And I would argue this is the real reason in the end why Democrats are pressuring the feds to intervene and do something about this. But wait till you see what Senator Josh Hawley did in response. But first, look, I want to see you in person in Phoenix, Arizona for our next stop of the American Freedom Tour. I'll be there with Donald Trump Jr., Candace Owens, Kayleigh McEnany on November 19th and 20th. And you can join me in Phoenix by clicking on the link below to register. To make it even sweeter, gang, if you're one of the first 200 people to click on that link and register, you're going to be invited to our exclusive Friday night Turley Talks live Q&A where we'll meet each other and I'm going to take one of you out for dinner. So it's going to be awesome. Plus, just by registering, you're going to get some super amazing bonuses, including my best-selling book bundle, and the first 50 of you will get an official Turley Talks t-shirt. But tickets are going fast, so make sure to click on that link, and I cannot wait to see you in Phoenix. All right, so as many of you know, a couple of weeks back, this worthless organization called the National School Boards Association, what a joke, sent a letter to Bumblin Biden accusing parents at school board meetings of basically being domestic terrorists. And they wanted the Justice Department and the FBI to get involved in intervening between the parents and the school boards. But did you hear what Senator Josh Hawley did to this babbling idiot Merrick Garland, our so-called Attorney General? Did you see their smackdown over this? Take a look at this.
Prosecutors do, but parents don't, General Garland. Do you think that a parent who looks at the 13 different federal crimes that your Justice Department has identified they might be subject to and prosecuted for, like making annoying phone calls, do you think that they're going to feel that they're welcome to speak up at a school board meeting? How about this one? They could be prosecuted for using the internet, I guess that would be Facebook, in a way that might cause emotional distress to a victim. Is that a crime of violence?
Senator, I haven't seen the memo that you're
Why
talking
haven't
about,
you?
and I don't. Even from the description, it doesn't sound like it was addressed to parents. But if you
No, it wasn't addressed to parents. It was addressed to prosecutors. That's the problem. Why haven't you seen the memo?
I don't know why I haven't. I don't look at every. I do not get every memo that every U.S. attorney sends out. But if you're
wait a minute, don't. I just want to be sure I understand this. This is a memorandum that collects 13 different federal crimes parents could be charged with. It has United States Department of Justice on the top of it, and you're telling me you haven't seen it?
Who's the memo from, Senator?
The United States Department of Justice, United States Attorney for the District of Montana.
I have not seen a memo from the District of Montana.
Not high enough priority for you?
That's not the question. I don't.
It is the question. Answer my question. Is it not a high enough priority for you when you're threatening parents with 13 different federal crimes? These aren't crimes of violence. You've testified today you're focused on violence. That's not what your U.S. attorneys, they work for you. That's not what they're saying. You haven't seen it because it's not a high enough priority, or what?
Question of priority. No one has sent me that memo, so I haven't seen it.
What do you mean no one has sent you the memo? You run the United States Department of Justice, do you not?
There are 115,000 employees of the Department of Justice.
Indeed, and you are in charge of every one of them. And this was a
not...
sufficiently important case that you issued a memo. You, over your signature, issued a memo involving the FBI and the Department of Justice in local school boards, local school districts. Your U.S. attorneys are now threatening prosecution with 13 different crimes, but it's not a high enough priority for you. It got lost in the mix.
I'll send a...
Senator Hawley rocks, man. I mean, he slapped that leftist nut silly. Hawley's got a bright future in the MAGA-led Republican Party. Gang, this is what's really going on. The permanent political class is panicking. They're recognizing that the people are rising up and they're taking their government back. Parents and citizens across the nation, across the world, refuse to be ruled. We will be represented, but we will not be ruled. And the more the political class tells us to F off, the more determined and the more pissed off we get. Now, before you go, make sure to check out my latest video on another revolt going on, and that's an open rebellion against RINOs as support for Liz Cheney and Liz Murkowski implodes. You're not going to want to miss it, so make sure to click on the link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.